EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Game's not over. Why are you giving up?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ball again on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive running going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rich. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The throwing window's got a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your back pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field going through that one. On 3rd down, Rich. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's absolutely part of this defense. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and it came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Got it.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw on second down. Rich. Over the middle, complete. That's Holloway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On 1st and 10, Rich. He finds Wilson. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 11 now. Corral, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Off play action. Here's Corral. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now it's Lockett. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Rich. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off play action. Here's Corral. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Corral with it, first down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ball again on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Corral.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Corral with it on first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Third down, Corral.
And Walker has it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
John Franklin Myers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Corral.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
On third down, Corral.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they've picked him off already in this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Ready. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rich. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Rich. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great range, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they remain a few inches shy of the first and 3rd down movement. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run with Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Corral. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Utah Gross Matos getting in there to make the play. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now Hall to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All again on second down. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Straight ahead is home. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Green jack. Red, yellow. Set.
Back to throw. Rich. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Keon Crossan, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ground looking to pass, 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incomplete?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ball again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. Pushes past him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ready.
They'll go again with Hall. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Patterson now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
To throw again on second down.
Corral.
Finding Walker, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake. Rich. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that pickup of a first down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Right there, we can do it. Here we go. Here we go.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Paul again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.